to the world famous Dream Hustle Win podcast. I feel like it's been a while because I wasn't here last week, but welcome to the world famous Dream Hustle Win podcast. Imagine knowing Kendrick Lamar before he blew up. Imagine knowing Maxwell, the R&B singer, before he blew up. Imagine knowing Drake before he became the biggest rap star in the world, or just knowing Kanye before he became an icon living. The power of the indie artist and indie music is a force like no other. Music has the ability to inspire, incite. It has the ability to change the world. That's why Dream Hustle Win podcast is one of the most influential platforms for music millennials. But before we jump into the questions with our awesome, dope artists, we have a quick public service announcement. Dream Hustle Win has a university. Dream Hustle Win University is the #1 smart university. Artists get to speak with real music executives about everything from like how to monetize your music, how to discern certain emails. Are they real? Are they not? Are these people really from a record label? You know, all that type of stuff that we have to figure out as artists. So make sure you guys go to www.dreamhustlewin.com and schedule your free 20-minute consultation with a real music industry veteran. So let's get back to our podcast. We have a major recording artist in the building. He goes by the name of Will Reddy. What's up, Will Reddy?
What's up, Zoe?
How are you today?
I'm doing excellent. You?
I'm doing really well, really well. We're just gonna jump right into the questions. So I'm sure your fans are waiting to hear from you. So we're just gonna jump right into the questions. So I'm checking out your Instagram. I'm seeing you're talented. I'm seeing your confidence. I'm seeing all that, and I'm thinking you could have pursued anything really in the world and been successful at it because you have those character traits. What made you pursue music?
It's the therapy, the immediate reaction you get from doing a live show,
Mm-hmm.
from thinking of something, or seeing something, and being able to write a song and people vibe to it. Those
Right.
different things, being your own boss, working for yourself, all those things like that. The sky's the limit if you put the work in and stuff. Everybody might not be Michael Jackson, but you can make a really good living doing what you love doing.
Got you. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So when you stare in the mirror, what do you see in yourself? Like as an entrepreneur, as an artist, like how do you see yourself? Because on the outside looking in, everyone has their own impressions, but what's your impression of yourself?
A go-getter, a believer. Believe you put God first and you put in the work even more, that you can accomplish anything you want to do. I dream, but I'll put the work in. I dream, I look, I see it, believe it, and I perceive it.
Awesome. Awesome. Amen to that. That's a sermon. Everybody drop some money in the charity box right now. Okay. I'm just kidding. The collection box. But just kidding. So let's talk about your childhood. Like how did your childhood influence who you are today, the type of music you make, your pursuit of music? How did that influence that?
The weird thing about it, I never did music till I got older. I played sports and stuff. But I was kind of shy all the time. So music helped me come out of that for one. But I love all the old school groups. I love the Frankie Beverly and Mays, the Gap bands, the Zaps, Luther, Marvin Gaye, because they didn't have all the equipment we have now. So you could take anybody in the studio, put anything on it, but they had to actually go in there and do that stuff, sing it, write it, play it, and then it's even better when you went to see them live. You could put the
Wow.
CD on, one song could play. You play the whole CD and play, everything could play. So I admire those. I admire acts like that, and people like to say, "Well, music is just for young people." But I think if you make something for the older crowd, they're the one with the jobs, and they will buy your stuff. And I've been to old school concert, and there's 16, 20,000 people in there. That tells me that people want the music. You just got to tap into them.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I agree with you. And art is timeless. So there's no age limit or there's no too old for, so yeah, that's, you know,
Yeah,
we
everyone's always gonna have an opinion.
exactly.
You can think you can have the greatest website in the world, but you go ask a web designer to critique it, he'll find something wrong with it, probably because he wants the business.
That's true. That's true. Absolutely. So when you're in the studio making music, what is the vibe like? What's the feeling that you get when you're in the studio? Do you go by yourself? Do you go with friends, family?
Oh, what I do is just me and my producer being in majority of the time,
Hmm.
unless we have someone doing something on the song, just me and my producer. And I like to try to give a vibe like I'm performing live when I'm recording, to give it that
Mm,
feel, that I wanted to portray. I do my own backgrounds and stuff right now. I'd like to incorporate a lot of that later on, but as an indie, everything's costs a lot of money too. So sometimes you have to do your own thing.
right.
So, I get that kind of, I think, the positive. I like to stay focused. I like keep it simple, not a lot of distractions and stuff, and just get in there and get out. Because when you start paying for the hour, you'll get in there, you'll get out.
Absolutely. I can totally relate to that.
Yeah.
So, when you're making music, well, the music industry is an all or nothing type of business. So, what
Mhm.
makes you bet on yourself? What makes you feel like I can get to that superstar level, if that's the level you want to be on?
Well, the thing that gives me security that I can do it because I've done it before. I've toured Europe 4 times, Japan 3 times, the Caribbean. I've opened for a lot of groups. I've taken little breaks because I got burnt out a little bit, but I'm
Right.
back in full fledged. And right now, I'm doing little things of getting all my merchandise and stuff together because and making sure that I can create a buzz sitting at home and make a living from that because of this
Mhm.
COVID stuff that, put me in a whole different frame mind. So I
Right.
want to, get around the right type of people that's creative and come up with ideas and teach you some things you don't know and be able to create a good avenue and a good following so I can do some things at home. Then when things open up, go out and do it again also.
Okay. Absolutely. Got you. So, spell out your artist name the way it's spelled out on the streaming sites like Spotify, Tidal, so people could go ahead and stream that good music.
It's Will Ready, WILLREADY.
Okay. Nice, nice. And I like the name. It doesn't sound like a shy name. So,
Oh, I'm
Will
not now, but I was at first. I
you were
was
at
real
first.
at first. Yeah.
Got you. So, what's that one track that you're like, "Ooh, you guys gotta go ahead and listen to this right now"?
I like the slow songs because I write up tempo ballads, but every time my audience is women. When I
Mm-hmm.
do shows, that's usually who's there, and then when I sell my merchandise, that's usually who buy it. So I cater everything I do towards them because I feel if you get the women on your side, the men gonna come. So I target that. I know what age group and everything. So that's what I target. But I'm getting with radio pushers and people like you to learn how to, bring people, even more people that don't know you, bring that audience in, to target that audience and get them to listen because usually when I get them to listen, they buy it. So now
Okay.
I just got to make sure I tap into more people to listen.
Right. Okay. Nice. Love the confidence. I gotta go definitely right after this listen to some of that music. So spell out your Instagram handle the way it's spelled out on Instagram so people could go ahead and follow you.
It's at Will Ready, no space. WILLREADY.
Okay. Cool, cool. All right, so give us your thoughts about radio pushers. Like how do you feel about the whole brand, the profile, the artist, the whole vibe? How do you feel about it?
I like the idea. What I really like is that, especially Jonathan and Will West, what I like about them, everything they said, they do it in a timely manner.
Mhm.
They they're organic. I don't like buying followers and buying stuff like that because that's not going to do you any good in the long run.
Right.
I like the
Mhm.
idea of, taking the time, getting real people behind you, supportive. It's time consuming and everything like that, but I like that idea. I like the different ideas because I don't know everything, and if you think you do, you're cutting yourself off right there anyway.
Right.
So, like they say, if you're the smartest one in the room, go in a different room. Well, that's what I'm
Absolutely.
trying to do with radio coaches, go in a different room so I can learn, different things and to add on to what I already know.
Right. Okay. Got you. So if you entered like a digital partnership with a company, what kind of services would you want them to bring to the table to take you to the next level?
I think just like I said, reaching my audience, knowing where they at and how to reach them, creative ways to reach them, um, promoting in that way, marketing in that way, doing more live shows, and having them and merchandising.
Okay, got you. Okay. So, I mean, we got to talk about COVID because that's what everyone talks about. So COVID-19 changed everything. It created a whole new normal. So
Mhm.
how did you maneuver and pivot to adjust to the new normal, like your business and your music and everything?
Well, basically, what I did instead of complaining, what I did, I just recorded 4 albums. I got 4 albums
Ooh,
done,
wow.
and so busy and stuff. I got a lot of things working on my physical more now because I had a foot surgery, so I'm trying to get back in shape and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
But I recorded 4 albums and just being productive. And now I'm really trying to work on this social media thing and build up my following. That's the main thing, build up my fan base.
Mm-hmm.
And start doing a newsletter. Me and one of my partners, we're going to create a podcast also. Just staying busy, thinking of different ways to reach your fan base, stay connected to them, not always asking them to buy stuff, but really connecting with them so they'll want you to win, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay. I hear you.
yeah, yeah, that's the main thing.
That's incredible. 4 albums over, that COVID time. That's incredible.
I got a lot of
So,
music ready.
yes, yes. So there's a lot of companies that sell. I think we touched on it a little bit, so I kind of think I know your opinion on it, but a lot of companies sell bot services like quick Spotify plays for like $50, that type of stuff. And
Mhm.
what are your thoughts about paying for Spotify playlists to boost your plays? Do you think it's real?
It's not going to do you any good in the long run. I mean,
Right.
if you're doing it for it, you might get away with it one, but then when somebody book you and you can't bring nobody, they're gonna know you really don't have them.
Got
Anything. That's you might as well put the work in and get real people because that's really what's gonna make you or break you.
got it.
Some bots
Absolutely.
never do anything.
Got you. Okay. So I don't usually ask people this, but since it was Valentine's Day recently, like could we hear a little happy Valentine like little song?
Lord, you put me on the spot.
But we don't have to. We don't
Okay,
have.
I got a song. I got a song I just released. It just came out called "Hey Girl."
Oh,
I did
okay.
a little bit of it.
All right.
It goes like this. It goes, hey girl, what your name is? Ooh girl, feeling kinda lit. Hey girl, body on point.
Uh-oh.
Ooh girl, you're the That's a little bit.
Okay. What? All right. All right. We had to get spicy for, this Dream Hustle win because it was close to Valentine's Day. I had to put that in. So y'all ladies thank me later. But yes, thank you so much. People go check out Will Ready. Go he just gave you a sample of what he got. Go stream his music. Go follow him on Instagram. You gotta say something.
Yeah, one thing. If they go to my website, willready.com, they can join my mailing list, hear music, videos, everything. It's willready.com, WILLREADY.com.
Okay.
Everything is there.
Absolutely. Go to that website. And you guys could also follow me on Instagram at official Zoe NYC. That's official ZOE NYC. Make sure you guys download that official Radio Pushers app and get connected. Follow us on Instagram at Radio Pushers and Radio Pushers TV. This Zoom podcast also re-airs on the RNH Magazine YouTube channel. So go ahead and subscribe to that. So soon as we get the podcast, you get a notice about that. Remember, dream, hustle, win, bet on yourself, and trust the process. Will Ready, it's been real. Thank you so much for blessing us with that little the song, the sample, and with your presence. Thank you so much. It was awesome.
I appreciate your time, Zoe. And you have great music yourself. I've listened to it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So yeah, you have a good night and I'm sure we'll chat again.
All right, take care.